Shauna here, baking in our kitchen.
Ella and Steve.
That's what I thought I heard her say, but
Hey guys, welcome back to Sippin' Tea with Shawnee. I'm Shauna, and today I don't have any tea to share with you because this video is more of an impromptu type video that I decided to go ahead and record based off a conversation that I had with my friend today, but it's also been something I've been thinking about a lot. You know, on social media everywhere, you know, everyone's talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19. And I do hear a lot of different opinions on the way that things are going. Most people are pretty unhappy with how things are. But I do want to say there's a lot of judgment going on. But instead of focusing on judgment, let's focus on kindness. You know, one thing that I think about often, how am I treating others? Like today. Today was not the best day of being at home self-quarantining. My kids are at each other's throats. It's overwhelming me. I've got schoolwork I'm trying to do, a house to clean, things to get ready. And so I didn't always show kindness. Showed frustration, that's for sure. Most of the time it's because things aren't going exactly the way that I want them to go. And you have 5 or 6 people living in a house. It's really tough to get one person's way all the time. So then I think about stuff that I see on Facebook and Instagram. And I see friends and maybe family members posting, you know, why isn't everybody putting on a mask? Everybody should be doing this. I want this to end. You know, like it's that one person that they saw that is making this continue. In my area, it's not even mandatory yet to wear a mask. I've seen that some people will talk about having a PTSD or anxiety when those masks are on their face. I love to walk and some people love to run and jog, and can you imagine having them plastered on your face when it's just you and you're not talking to anybody and you're not walking past anybody, and everybody usually separates, you know, when I'm on a walk and they're not within 6 feet of each other. So why is it that our way of thinking, because it might be the majority, is better than that person who still needs to go do something that's essential, but that the mask creates a problem for them? Or, you know, I have seen people complaining because everybody's not 100% self-quarantine. Some people are not seeing their grandkids, and other people go over and visit. We start to get upset. Well, isn't this what it's supposed to be? It's only in your immediate house. Isn't this? I 100% believe that unless something's telling us to do something ungodly, that we are to follow the laws of the land. But number one, what is it benefiting us to get so frustrated and upset over it? And could we extend some kindness? Maybe that grandparent suffers from depression and anxiety. Maybe they needed to get out because they live in a really small apartment and nobody's really coming that, you know, over to check on them very often. Or the single mom. You know, maybe we've seen somebody and they bring in 4 kids in there and we just think, oh gosh, why is this person bringing kids who are magnets and cesspools for germs? Why are they coming to the store? Well, do you know she's single? And she doesn't have anyone because she can't have anybody watch her kids and they're not old enough to stay home by themselves. Sometimes we cast the first stone, not realizing what the circumstance is. And that really hits home, at least for me. I don't want to say that I'm necessarily playing a Switzerland, but I do believe that I can know that this sickness is real and that people have died from it, and empathize and mourn and pray for the people that have lost loved ones, but also realize that there are people who are losing their homes. They've lost their livelihood. They're barely making it, just struggling to survive. And when I go around in my glass castle casting stones because I want to be done and I want to be able to do the things that I did before, that sure hits home for me. Not that I live in a glass castle by any means, but you know, I'm thankful. My husband's job was considered essential. I'm thankful that I haven't had the exact same repercussions everybody else has had from it. So in saying that, I want to encourage us all to be more kind. Can we not judge because someone feels one way about something over another. And we're not talking about, if you're a believer, biblically based things that are against God's law, but we're talking about just simple things that they're not ultimately really affecting us that much. In the scheme of things, the percentage of that 1 or 2 people that we've seen isn't creating the environment where we're at. So I'm going to challenge each of us to look for ways to be more kind over the next few weeks, days, even hours or minutes, to our family, to outside people, to people we might see on the media or Facebook. Not making everyone have to explain themselves. We do what we do best for our family. And if the city says it's okay to walk along the beach, let's not put somebody down for it. I'm just going to encourage us. Let's encourage each other. Be kind to one another. Love one another. So, as always, I have some verses for us to look at. Proverbs 11:17 says, "A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself." How amazing is that to see that when we are kind, it benefits us. And that's not why we do it. But when we're cruel, it hurts us. And we think a lot of times that that's not how it is, but it is when you actually think about it. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind toward one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. So why don't we do those kind of things? Be kind toward one another, tender-hearted, more understanding and empathizing of those situations. So I encourage us all to be more kind. Show that this next week, the next coming weeks and days. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.